YouTube, what's poppin'? It's your boy Charm, once again, sitting here back at the steel mill, bored, once again. There was actually really nothing going on over here today. I guess where I back in at to go do a furnace clean out, I guess a train derailed in the middle of the night right there in that area and ripped the tracks up. So now they're over there trying to repair the tracks. They've been there since, I guess, 4 in the morning trying to repair the tracks. Can't get in there and empty anything. So while I'm sitting here, I just wanted to make a quick video about my time at Western Express. Now, I got into trucking in 2018. That's when I got my CDL. Started with Hogan on the Dollar General account. I went to Western Express because I wanted to try flatbed, and they were the first company that would hire me with that little bit of experience that I knew about, anyways. With that little bit of experience, so I went there. It was a whole train wreck straight from the beginning. At the bus terminal, mostly all the people there were for Western Express. Western Express showed up with one van, one 12-passenger van. That's it. People were fighting over seats and trying to get their luggage and stuff in there. You know, I just kind of smoothly slid my stuff in there and just crept on in the back and sat there. You know, so we get to the Western Express hotel. They have their own hotel. And they have no rooms available. None. So they had to put us in one of the other hotels in the same area. And this area is straight hood. H-O-O-D, capitalized. Hood. Crazy, right? So we get to this hotel. I think it was like Laquita Inn or something like that. And that hotel was cool. But after a couple of days, I got moved over to the Western Express hotel. That hotel wasn't so cool. It was just, like, I ain't gonna say it was dirty because they did have cleaning. I ain't gonna say it was nasty, but you get what I'm saying. I wouldn't pay to stay there at all. Matter of fact, some of the guys paid out of their own pocket to stay at the other hotels. Police was in and out of there all the time. Hookers were in and out of there all the time. You could actually walk up and down the street right there, and there'd be hookers trying to holler, "Yeah, baby, come here," you know, trying to get some business or whatever, and get away from me. Skirt. So, yeah, that was just all bad. The only meal they provided was breakfast. And that was just like a continental breakfast at the hotel. They didn't provide any other meal. Well, no, I'm lying. They provided lunch. And I think like a small dinner. But it really wasn't enough. It really wasn't anything. So once you get to orientation at Western Express, it's evident that it's just a driver mill. You know what I mean? They just pumping out drivers. That's all they do. I mean, because they have a whole entire building just set up for that. Just pumping out drivers. The orientation was supposed to last 5 days. I ended up being there for 2 weeks because I didn't have any flatbed experience. So I had to take a securement class, which was only 2 days. What? A securement class for 2 days for people who don't have securement experience? Are you kidding me? So they kept telling me, "Hey, we're gonna send you out with a trainer, this and that, and this and that." All right, cool. Because I have no flatbed experience. Cool. I'll go out with a trainer. I'm not above, you know, being taught again. You know. So about another week goes by. They say, "Hey, we're just gonna go ahead and send you out." What? I don't have any security training except for those 2 days of class. oh, you'll be all right. So I go out. Now I did a lease purchase. I know, but it was a walk-away lease, so I wanted to try it, see what it do. You know, I'm hard-headed like that. What can I say? I'm hard-headed like that. Always gotta find out for myself. So I went ahead. I did the lease purchase. Went to pick up my truck and everything. They tell me, this is your new dispatcher. You know, this is your dispatcher. You know, I give them the talk, hey, you know, Western Express during the lease purchase program is not forced dispatch, which means you can turn down your loads. Your dispatcher calls you, say, hey, I want you to take this load, going from here to here. You're like, nah, I want to go from here to here. Give me another load, whatever. And the dispatcher has to listen to you. So when I meet this dispatcher, I tell him, hey, I already know it's not forced dispatch. So if you call me with a load and I reject it, don't try to talk me into taking the load, because you're just going to waste my time and it's going to make me mad. Oh, okay, buddy, I got you. Stop calling me buddy, please. I don't like being patronized like that. You know, just please don't do that. So this guy just did not understand that. You know, every time he called me with a load that I didn't want, I'd be like, no, find me something else. Well, it's going to be hard getting you out of this area and this and that. I don't care. Do it. So I tell the dispatcher, hey, my father has cancer. He's not gonna make it too much longer. I did already spend some time with him before I came down here, so I don't have to be back just now, just this moment. But I will be calling you and saying, hey, I need to get back home ASAP because, you know, stuff's not good. I need to be back with my family and kids and everything. Oh, okay, I understand, buddy. Please stop doing that. So some time goes by, you know, I get a couple loads in. I'm calling people, I'm taking pictures, I'm watching YouTube videos on how I secure this stuff. I didn't even know how to fold my tarps, but I watched YouTube videos, you know, and they taught me how to fold my tarps. And it just so happens, when I was learning to fold my tarps in the middle of this truck stop, a Jordan Carriers driver seen me and he was telling me about it. You know, he was hyping it up because he wanted that little bonus or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, you know, I just started with this company. I'll give it a little bit of thought or whatever. So anyways, I take a load down to Laredo, Texas. While I'm on my way to Laredo, I get a phone call that my father, you know, had been in the hospital. He just passed away or whatever. This was on a Friday. I called my dispatcher. Hey, remember I told you about, you know, my dad and everything? He's like, yeah. Okay, well, he passed away. I need you to work me back to Ohio so I can spend some time with my family before the funeral. Then after the funeral, you know, I'll pop back out. Okay, I got you. I sat in Laredo for the whole weekend. And then they tried to give me a load going to California. It's the wrong direction. I'm from Ohio. Ohio's not on the West Coast. Last time I checked. Oh well, buddy, it's gonna be hard getting you out of that area. Okay, it would have been even harder getting me out of California. So what are you saying right now? Get me another load. I sit there for another day. They call me, they want me to move trailers around Laredo. Okay, cool. Get me a load out of here now. So he gives me a load of air conditioners going to Florida. Which I'm like, all right, well, at least it's in the right direction, you know, kind of. So I take the load of air conditioners. I'm headed to Florida. Now it's going to the University of Central Florida, right? I'm in Florida, but they had to be delivered by 4 at the latest. I'm not going to make it. It's going to be like 4:30, 5 o'clock. And the reason for that is because these air conditioning units had like metal bands wrapped around them, and they kept breaking in the wind. The wind kept breaking them. They were dragging down the road, so I'd have to stop, pull over, and grab them, and do something with them or whatever. So I get down to Florida, and I called the dispatcher and told him, hey, you might want to call them down there and tell them to be about half an hour late. Okay, I'll do that. I'll get right on that. I get down there, nobody's around. I finally find somebody. He's like the foreman, because they're doing construction. They were making like a building, like a new building. The air conditioner units had to go on top of this building, but the crane operator left a half an hour ago. I said, hey, my dispatcher didn't call and tell you guys I was going to be about a half an hour late? He says, no, we didn't get a phone call from nobody. Okay. He's like, now this was a Thursday. He's like, my crane operator is not coming in tomorrow. He won't be back till Monday. I have nobody to unload you until Monday. I called my dispatch right in front of the guy on speaker. Hey, I thought I told you to call this guy, around noon or whatever. Oh, I did call. I said, okay, well, nobody's here. His crane operator ain't gonna be here until Monday. I can't sit here. Well, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. I called. The foreman says you didn't call. I would have been the one you talked to. You definitely did not call, or else I would have had a crane operator here right now. So then he starts stuttering and da da da. Okay, I'll tell you what, bro. I'm going to drop this trailer right here. I'm going to head back to Ohio. Oh, no, don't do that. You can't leave the load. Okay, well, I'm taking the load with me. So I peel out. I get right around Alabama somewhere, and they're calling me. Hey, another driver is going to come meet you. He's going to take your trailer. You can take his empty trailer and head home. All right, cool. I decided to make a detour to Nashville to talk to the dispatcher and the supervisor. I tell the supervisor, hey, I want a new dispatcher. This guy don't understand a word that I'm telling him. I'm laying down, how I would like to run, and he's trying to go against what I already told him. This is not a good pairing right here. And I gotta admit, I'm a bit of a a-hole. Because when I get it in my mind, I don't care. When I'm running something, I'm running it. Period. You're not going to try to talk me out of what I'm doing if I already know, have in my head what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm talking to the supervisor, and of course he's sticking up for his guy and this and that. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give him one more shot. I'm at home less than 2 hours. He's calling me, hey buddy, when you think you'd be ready to, come back out? Hey, I told you after the funeral ain't until Monday. It's probably gonna be the day after the funeral, bro. Then I'll be ready to pop back out. So, he's like, all right, okay. Calls me, let me see, the day before the funeral. Hey buddy, you ready to, he calls me on a Sunday. Hey buddy, you ready to go yet? You ready to pop back out? Man, I just told you the funeral's not till Monday. I'm not gonna be ready until at least Tuesday. Oh, okay, I got you. Calls me back on Monday during my father's funeral. I had to excuse myself because he was blowing up my phone. Yes, what do you want? Hey, while you're up that way, do you think you can move some trailers around for us? When? Today? No! I am at my father's funeral. Oh, yeah, that's right. I said, you know what? I am either going to bring this truck back down there, or you can come get it. The choice is yours. Well, it don't have to be like that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because you don't listen. They won't switch my dispatcher. I'm done. I'm fed up. Now, this is like a month. This is only a month. They had to come. I made them come get this truck, man. Made them come get it. It was just a complete disaster. I hated it. That's the worst company I've worked for. Period. Including the company I'm working for now. Which, the only bad thing about this company now is they don't like fixing stuff. They don't like taking care of stuff. But, yeah, it was just horrible. So, my advice, you're coming in the truck driving, or you've been in it for a few minutes, you don't have that much experience or whatever the case is. Now, Western Express is what they would call a second chance company, meaning if you have a felony, depending on what it is, they're going to hire you. If you have something on your driving record, depending on what it is, they're going to hire you. If you have something like a clearinghouse issue, depending on how long ago it was, they're probably going to hire you. So, with that being said, they know they're going to have drivers just running through the company. So they don't care about their drivers because to them, you're replaceable. You know what I'm saying? So they just treat you like dirt. And whatever the case is, they treat you like crap, in my opinion. Because like I said, they don't care. They know you're replaceable. They can get other drivers. They're going to get other drivers. So if you have, for instance, a felony on your background, you might not have too many options when it comes to getting hired by a trucking company. And Western Express is probably going to be one of those options. If you have no better option, then go ahead and go with Western Express. Get you some money in your pocket. Get you some experience under your belt. Because the way it is, these companies, they go by what their insurance will cover. So certain companies will, especially the bigger ones, like the Western Expresses, they can go ahead and afford to hire somebody with a questionable background because of the way their insurance is set up. Now you got some companies that want that felony to be at least 5 years old. You got other companies that want it to be at least 7 years old. You got other companies that won't touch you, period, unless you get that completely expunged off your record. So go ahead and stick with Western Express until you get some time under your belt, and then start looking to move on. Just move, seriously, move on from Western Express. You will get better opportunities, more money, and all that good stuff. Now, if you do have other options, like you don't have any questionable things on your background at all, and you do have other options, but you're looking at Western Express, trust me, look at those other options. Unless Western Express is the highest paying option you have, don't go there. Don't do it. It's going to be horrible. And I know some people are probably going to watch it. Oh, I had a great time there. Okay, I'm glad for you. I'm good for you. Glad. Are you still there? If so, how long you been there? Have you been any other places? How much money you making? And people can have this company loyalty all they want. When it comes down to it, though, the company's not loyal to you. They don't even pay all that well. They pay decent. It's not, when it comes to pay, they're not on that bottom tier. I'll give them that. They do pay decent, but it's nowhere near your potential, which you can make, even in your first year. There's companies that pay you a lot more than what Western Express was. I think when I went to Jordan, I started out at 65 cents a mile, and that was way higher than what Western Express was. I can't remember the exact number for Western Express. Matter of fact, you know what? For the lease purchase drivers, it was like $1.25. That's for lease purchase. Company drivers were like 30 cents or something like that. So, if you have other options, explore those other options. Explore them thoroughly. Make sure those are the best options for you. More likely, they are going to be the better option for you. Don't do Western Express. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. I can't think of anything else I could that I have any complaints about them. If I do, I'll add it in or put it in the description or something. But as far as that goes, man, yeah, for me, Western Express is a no-go. Like, I will not give that company I gave Hogan a second chance because Hogan wasn't a bad company. I would not give Western Express a second chance whatsoever. None. None ski. Unless I had absolutely no other choice. None. But I'm gonna wrap this up in about 20 minutes now. It's your boy Charm checking out. Bored as hell. Gotta go pee. Peace.